And welcome back. We're ready for round three, and we have prepared for you, chat, a very spicy matchup. We have Tron against blue-green Turbofog, as you all wanted to see.
Yeah.
So,
That's
very,
green
very
black
weird
turbo
matchup.
fog, I believe.
Green-black, yes.
See,
Yeah.
black green against Tron. That is actually a.
Resident
We are
flavor.
seeing the chat with all the emojis of the dead people.
Not the most beloved decks because of how long they take to play, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling this is going to be very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were
Should-
saying, yeah,
should be.
Tron can actually win very easily, very, very fast if he finds out he managed to
Yeah.
create his Tron
Yeah.
engine and draw a lot and get into the
Yeah.
combo. It can get
Yeah.
very fast.
All Turbo Fog cares about is trying to stop combat. You know what Ultratron does?
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything in
combat.
the combat
Yeah.
step. Oh, actually,
And-
it depends on
Okay.
it depends on what they actually want to do, because some Ultratron lists only have one win condition that is beating down with a pile of golems.
Yeah.
And I see from the chat, oh no, I quit. But come on, guys, let's enjoy this part because the meme decks and the meme matchups, we will have it just in this phase of the tournament, no? Because after we will see it every time the same decks, the same pairings, the same matchups. So now let's enjoy this spicy.
Yes. Well, it was.
The spiciness, the typical Italian spiciness.
Just this. Well, think of it this way: would you rather prefer a red mirror?
Yeah.
I mean, that's easy on the players because it's going to last like 5 minutes.
From the location, they're saying that they are looking for Valerio. That is one of the two players that actually plays Turbofog. Probably he was finding himself after 2 rounds of Turbofog, because I don't know why he's lost.
It's probably lost in the toilet because the rounds have gone so long.
Yeah. He's sitting at the table from round 1 until now.
He didn't get up at all just to find another table to sit on.
So
he's taking his very deserved break.
Yeah, we have actually Baptiste, Carreaux. I don't know. I don't have. I have
totally butchering
bad pronouncing French worse than English. So Tron for him, coming directly from France, and Valerio Giraldi, that is from Rieti, so near Rome here. That is the player of Black Turbofog. So let's start. The two players are here.
They're in.
Hey, they found the Turbofog pilot.
they found him.
And while we've been chatting, I've been trying to look for the deck list, which I have found, because someone in chat actually pointed out that Valerio is running 3 Curse main.
Wow.
Now that
which is actually very good against Ultratron, because their whole plan is to loop Mirror Retriever.
Mirror Retrievers, yes.
To make a pile of golems. So if they get the curse out, they can't actually win.
Yeah. That's interesting. And I mean, that's, I guess, the only plan he has for at least for game 1. I don't know if in the sideboard he can set up better for the for this matchup, because we still don't see the deck lists.
No, we are waiting for the deck list. They will bring us as soon as possible. But
I've found the deck lists.
You find it?
I found the deck list.
Because we have the file here in the phone, but finding the player is a mess. So bring us the power of the information.
It's easy for me when I've got access to a computer, not a phone.
Yeah, we have computers, but all computers are stuck in something.
Yeah,
so
we can't touch anything. So we risk destroying everything.
So I'll talk about the deck list a little bit. So there's some interesting things with the Black Turbo Fog one.
Yeah.
They're running the 3 Trespassers Curse, as I mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
They're running 1 Stream of Thought, which some people play and some people don't, as just an extra way to finish out the game that the deck has so little ways of doing.
Yeah.
And it's got one retrofitted transmogrant as well, which is the 1 mana 1/1 that 1/2 maybe. But it can pay. You can pay 4 mana to bring it back from the graveyard, and it comes back with
yes,
2
yes.
one counter.
Okay.
I think it's a 1/1 that becomes a 2/2.
Yeah, it was a 1/1. Yeah, and then it can turn into a 3/3 when it comes back.
Oh, 30.
So
3/3.
So this
Okay.
is. So we got a pretty standard opening here. Tron just trying to find. I find it strange that they have dumped a mine, I believe, off their surveil land. So that must mean they already have a mine in hand.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Or
that's the
power.
one in
They
play.
dumped a power plant, and they. Yeah, there we go. This is the power plant.
Okay.
This is the.
The Lembas.
Yeah, because there's no tower just yet.
Yeah, he's looking for one.
and-
Hopefully
and
before
it's
the
just about-
Trespasser Curse comes online.
Okay, I immediately.
No, that's going to be hard to play around.
Yeah. Okay, now what can do Baptiste to escape from this situation? That's the question. We don't hear you anymore, Curb. I don't know why. We lost Curb exactly in the way like Valerio lost himself before. But he can hear us because I saw him laughing, but we can't hear you. So I don't know if you want to try to change your mic, but again.
Okay, we hear you.
Okay, I hear you. Okay. Try to
There we go.
speak.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
perfect.
Yes.
Don't know what happened there. Might have accidentally hit a button.
Okay, that's it. Quite fine to manage.
Oh.
So
And they're playing really fast. It's very hard to try to commentate on this.
Yeah. I mean, Baptiste found Tron, and he's now doing Tron things, drawing
Yep.
cards.
So played a Candy Trail and a Prism off that tower, and they got another 2 mana. Play the Mirror Retriever. They'll take the 1 life off the curse. I mean, there might be a point where you can get to like little to no cards in library and just sort of cycle Lembas to be able to get enough life.
Yeah. Also, Chat is
offset
pointing
the
out that
Trespasser's curse.
Fangrim Marauder is the best answer right now, and it seems like he plays 2 of them main deck.
With the curse.
No, the Fangrim Marauder on the
Oh,
other front
Fangren
side.
Marauder? Yes, they run. Yeah, there's 2 in the main.
Okay, so that's his game plan right now. Find Fangren
Yes.
and then loop the
Yep.
mirrors. And he has 1 in hand, so it seems like he has pretty much all pieces he needs. Does he have the mana this turn though?
So does he have the altar? I didn't see it
I
in their
don't
hand.
know. Yeah, me neither, but maybe he's hiding it somewhere.
Because they've got the second Mirror Retriever. I can definitely see that. I can see a crop rotation and I believe an expedition map I've seen in their hand.
He flashbacks
Flashbacks like
Yeah.
this.
to draw 2.
And then we'll also draw.
Yeah.
when I see
Bring back
that quantity
Wellspring.
of cards on table, my patience it's falling away from me. It's too much cards on the same table. Oh fuck.
Most of them do nothing, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
All right. They're trading away, I suppose. They've got 3 prisms. They don't really need any
Yeah.
way to filter land at that point. So I might as well just get another tower and just start powering through. We got another 3 mana. What are we going to do with this?
What Baptiste have in his hand? Because I cannot see it.
He has another mirror.
Another
Yeah, there's
mirror?
another Mirror Retriever, which is coming out
Okay.
now.
Okay.
There's a
a
Deadly
Fangren?
Dispute. There may be a Fangren. There was an Expedition map, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, yet again, even with the Fangren, he's still facing a Crypt Rats, and if he has 5 black mana, he can put him in check.
Yes. Which is currently got, what, 1, 2, 3 in the return that. So they will have 5 black sources after this turn. Well, they had a treasure as well, so they technically had 5 already.
Yeah.
They currently don't have 5 active. They've only got, what, 4?
Yeah, that's the spot for Baptiste to try and win. He has to find the altar.
The altar.
He didn't put the counters, no? On the foundry.
Maybe
No.
you should have 1 or 2, but
you should definitely have at least 2.
At least,
you should have one from the Wellspring and one from the Mirror Retriever.
Yeah.
But I don't think it really matters. I think he's just planning on trying to combo.
Yeah, exactly. The only way here is to combo, so no need to.
I mean, especially into counters. There's no way you're going to win through real combat.
And then again, as Aureliano, our mod, said, a mistrigger is a mistrigger, guys.
Yeah. So, and also I believe someone else in chat said, I think it's not mandatory. I think it does say may.
Yeah.
So you don't have to put a counter on it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's just wasting time. Look at all these motions. He's just going so quick. It's definitely an Ultratron pilot from way back.
Yeah.
Just the amount of motions.
Yeah. He has only one idea of playing this matchup, and this idea doesn't comprehend to put counters on that foundry. He has to win, and that's it.
Yeah.
You have to have a combo now.
Yeah. Are we keeping the dice on how much colorless mana we got?
Yeah.
Ancient Stirrings.
So Ancient Stirrings. We'll see if we can find that altar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. And there it is.
So
all right. So now they just need so now I just need the Fangren, and then a way to actually kill them.
Yeah. So yes, 2, 4, 7 mana, 2 in pool, 9, plus 2 from the Mirror Retriever is 11, plus a treasure, 12 mana, so that seems like enough to play everything.
That was a lot of quick math. You really...
Yeah, I used to play Tron as well. I mean, I only play very, very slow decks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Yeah. The one-off treasure.
Yeah.
So there's the altar. Now he finally puts a counter on that.
now is the time.
All
okay.
Right, and now the Fangren?
Yeah.
There we go.
That's
so now they've got to try to find... need the toxin analysis. It's literally the only thing in the Turbo Fog deck that will be able to remove this Fangren Marauder this turn, which is the turn he needs to do it. So every loop, he gets a counter, and he gains what? Loses 1,
and gains
but
5.
gains 4. Yeah, gains 5. So he gains 4 life. So he technically gained like infinite life as it is.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really matter because, as we said before, the Turbo Fog player has a stream of thought, so they have another way to win rather than through damage.
So the stack.
Okay. Yep. He's explaining the stack now.
Yeah. So there's the toxin analysis.
There it is.
Okay.
So in response to sacking that one Mirror Retriever.
Okay.
Because the Mirror Retriever loop is a sorcery speed because you have to keep casting the Mirror Retrievers. So you can't continually do it at instant speed. So like in response to either the second casting of a Mirror Retriever or like the first one triggering on the stack from the graveyard, they can try and shoot the Fangren Marauder with a Toxin plus Crypt Rats.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's what we're seeing.
And it's literally a one-off in this deck.
Yeah. Oh.
So
there is
very
just one of that in his main board, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, generally, I haven't actually double checked.
Let's see. Valerio is
there's one main and there's an extra one in the sideboard. Yeah.
One main. I can confirm. Yes. So
they did get pretty lucky there to draw it.
Enough. If you're a pro
And it looks-
player, you don't need many copies. No?
If
Yeah.
you're loved by your deck.
And it looks like in response, he's going to be sacking a lot of artifacts to be able to try to gain as much life as he can.
Yes. Yes.
Turbosmog. I didn't even see that appear. I've never even heard that name before, but it's very apt.
Turbosmog.
Yeah, that's nice. So by quick math, you have to play one me retriever, sack it to get the other one. So you need to play 3 retrievers in order to get enough counters for a golem.
Yeah, and then
you
you
have to
lose
get
one
the-
when the golem comes into play
Yeah.
as well.
So you have to pay 4 life for 2 mana, which is a lot, but maybe you can play around it in some way.
So have to pay 4 life for 1 golem,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which does not seem very a good way of winning the game.
Yes.
And another Crypt Rats, but with
There's
no
another Crypt
toxin
Rats.
analysis.
Yeah, no toxin analysis, and currently not 5 mana up to stop another Fangren Marauder.
Yeah. So
So if
Baptiste, again,
yeah,
is in the
ma-
spot where you can win.
Yes, just needs to draw that
He needs-
second Fangren Marauder.
Yeah.
Which I don't believe there's anything in their deck that can bring it back from the graveyard.
Does he not play the Blood Fountain?
I think
I
Doesn't seem like it.
Don't
No.
believe so. I can't see
No.
it. There is this deck is very weird. So there's 2 Jolted Awake,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is the white energy reanimation spell. It gives you 2 energy. So you need to be able to get to 6 energy to be able to bring back the Fangren Marauder.
But
They're
I don't
running
think there
2. They're running 2 Galvanic Discharge,
Yes.
and they're running 2 Jolted Awake. So they could
Yes.
manage
are
to
2 or
like
1.
get double Galvanic Discharge to be able to get enough energy to Jolted Awake it back. There's a Jolted Awake.
Oh.
Okay.
And he's using it on?
I think the
Because you can bring back
Can it trade?
artifacts.
Candy Trade. Okay.
Yeah.
can it
You
can
can
it
bring back
trade, right?
artifacts and creatures, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a good option because it digs you deeper to try to find that Fangren Marauder that you need. It also leaves you 1 energy left over. So if you do manage to get that one of your 2 Galvanic Discharges, you can just use it to get 3 energy. And then with the second Jolted Awake, that'll get you the 6 you need to be able
Yes.
to
Yeah.
Yeah.
get the Fangren Marauder back.
He's
Okay.
digging deeper.
Trying to find.
It's not Ancestral Recall, but it's close. Cost 2 mana. Well, it costs 5, but when you're tapping 3 Tron lands, it doesn't really matter. You wonder how many
He has
cards
like
he's got left in
15
his
cards
deck.
in hand.
Yeah. And the only way you can really cast and replicate Stream of Thought is with treasures. I doubt any of those gates that they've played have chosen blue as one of the options.
No, it doesn't feel like it. But I
No.
mean, that's a card you play on on turn 27 when you have been passing with Heap Gate. You have been creating tokens, treasure
Yep.
tokens. So that's the way you play that card in this deck.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like that's going to come anytime soon.
No, it just played the Mirror Retriever too. So I wonder if they took the 1 damage from the Trespasser's Curse or if they've forgotten about it. A lot of things did happen that turn.
Yeah.
So there's the retrofitted Transmogrant, as I was talking about before. 1 mana, 1/1.
I don't
That
really understand
can
what
come back
it's
if-
doing in this deck. Probably just
Yeah,
have
it's-
more suck outlets for the.
It's
defeat.
that's pretty much all it's there for. It's just a
Okay.
repeatable way to have a sacrifice outlet. Sometimes you do just run out of artifacts.
Yeah, sure. Especially because you're playing just gates, so you don't have the
Yeah.
artifact lands.
Yeah.
But that's another thing too. The main way you kill people, right, is through Crypt Rats.
Yeah,
But
so you need
there is
your
also
lands.
there's 1 Basilisk Gate in the deck. So
Yeah.
if you clean the board away with the Crypt Rats, you can just continually bring back this 1 creature and Basilisk Gate it up and try and kill.
Yeah,
Yes.
And
It
I
is
mean,
it is
Basilisk
it is a
Gate on
decent way to
Crypt
kill
Rats
people.
is also very good. You
Hmm.
get your cryptets outside of his own damage range, So
Yes.
clear the board, deal damage to your opponent through the ability, and then go for
Yeah.
the throat.
Oh,
Attack
there we go.
immediately.
There's
The discharge.
one Galvanus discharge. I'm expecting it to not kill anything. I'm expecting to just go straight to 3 energy. Or are we gonna see this? He's gonna kill this Crypt Rats, and they can play this Fangren Marauder in hand. If they have the Fangren Marauder in hand.
Okay, Crypt Rats.
He's gone. No more.
No
chats.
more. So now I think if I why this play, because he found the Marauder, right?
Yeah, you assume so.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
they have to keep up 5 black mana.
Yeah.
Well, they've got munitions anyway. Munitions also deals with Crypt Rats.
Yeah. Yes, it's
So I
an
would have
out.
probably just played that instead, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also just an out to be able to kill them, because you should be able to like recycle Lembuses and whatnot to be able to shoot people down enough. I don't know. You probably
because, I
won't
mean,
have enough.
Pay for life for 2 mana. It's not that
Ooh.
bad actually.
There's a
Especially
Molten
when he's at
Gatekeeper.
31. So
Take the 1 damage from the curse. So there's the 2 win conditions for once the like engine's online.
Mm-hmm.
And the engine is technically online. It's just being halted by that curse.
yeah.
So we're just waiting for that Fangren. Once that Fangren comes,
Even the Molten Gatekeeper, it pings 1, but the curse.
Yeah, but they
also
gain
gains
1.
life. So
yeah,
1 is not enough.
no.
Yes. So
And then finally, after like it feels like what 10 artifacts they've played since that Golem Foundry, the Golem Foundry now has 4 counters on it to be able to actually make a Golem.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of miss triggers.
How many cards are left in that library? It's got to be like
Less than the cards in
20.
his hand.
Yeah, it's got to be like 15. Would be my guess. Which the only cards that really
think-
matter are Fangren Marauder and that 1 Galvanic Discharge along with that 1 Jolted Awake to be able to get the other Fangren Marauder to actually start to combo. Oh, he attacked with a Mirror Retriever. You don't see that every day.
He has a plan. 30 life.
Yep. Bringing back the Transmogrant because
Okay.
it's a card no one remembers what it does. Now they're
So again,
discussing
now,
something.
I think that they are. Okay, they are discussing about. I think that there is a judge call. So chat. Chat.
It's your time to shine.
It's your time to shine. There is the judge call.
They are
Chat.
both
Right. Judge in all caps lock, please. Fully caps lock. Okay. In chat.
Yeah, that's
All together in this way. It's your time. You see, Baptiste?
I'm not even entirely sure what the judge call is. Did he like go to pass turn and then it's just like, oh wait, sorry, I want to bring this back, or because he can't like bring it into play to block the Mirror Retriever because it comes into play tapped.
Yeah. So they are. I think that Baptiste asked something about the trigger of the ability, right?
Probably
well,
if
this-
it comes with the
Oh, so
plus
to see if they
one
can ping it.
counters,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
I understand. Yeah, to see if he can ping it with the makeshift munitions.
Yeah.
With just 1 artifact instead of having, trying to sacrifice 3 to be able to deal with it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I believe it comes into play with 2 counters,
yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I think too.
in which the counters still aren't on it. It's going to be funny if that comes up.
Judge, my oppo is winning. Do something, please.
Yeah, Judge, my opponent has too many rectangles on the other side. What am I supposed to do against all these rectangles? There we
And
go.
there it is.
Okay. So now again, what can we do here in this match where I see 29 and 31 points that I'm bleeding from my eyes, guys.
Life points are not going to be a
I like
problem in
it's
this
been
matchup.
like several point. Yeah, it's been like several points through this game. It's like, oh, they can't win because of the curse. It's like, no, wait, they got Fangren Marauder. Oh, wait, the Fangren Marauder's dead. They can't
Yeah,
win.
yeah.
Oh, no, wait, they can try to find another one.
Yeah, that's the whole matchup. I mean, I expected the first game to be a lot shorter and a quick win for
Yeah.
Tron, but actually
Yeah.
those treasures are paying their dividends.
Yeah. The Turbofog pilot found everything they needed to at every point they needed to be able to live. If they actually
Yes.
find anything to actually win is the other question. Because this Tron player is just drawing. They've probably only got like 10 cards left in their library.
And still no Fangren.
No. All they need is one Fangren Marauder and they win. Well, yeah, they do literally win.
Yeah, they can try for the third time.
Yeah,
to do it.
and see if the Fog pilot
And
has
see.
anything, in which they've probably got like 3 Fogs in hand that are completely useless. There we
Any
go.
scoops?
Okay. Oh.
Interesting. Didn't even get to see the other Fangren, so I'm wondering why they're scooped there.
Why? What happened actually?
Yeah, there wasn't anything that was shown that we could see that made it clear that he got out of the lock from the Trespasser's Curse. So, like, maybe he did just show Fangren Marauder at some point.
From the
I'm
end,
unsure.
probably.
Yeah, possibly. Or maybe they showed they could draw like 10
Okay,
cards
just-
to get to what they needed to.
Valerio gave the match to Baptiste and decided to go G2. They are saying us from the location that probably he wanted to save some time
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
because he
Hey,
didn't have anything in the deck to win, and so
Yeah.
he figured out
Yeah.
that he still needs 26 minutes to try to do
Win
something.
game 2 and 3. That's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, he still had a win condition in the form of a stream of thought, and
Yeah.
like
Okay.
the Ultratron
But-
player was like they'd drawn most of their deck, but
Yeah.
all they needed to do was hit that one. As soon as they hit that Fangren Marauder, it would have been over. It probably would have been over in like another 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, being able to save as much time as you can to be able to sideboard to try and win game 2 and 3, I can
Yeah.
understand because
I mean, the matchup is going to change a lot post sideboard. All the fogs are going to come out, and
yes,
I mean, yes, he can
Oh,
literally pull
we can.
all his sideboard in.
Yeah,
All,
well, we can
yeah.
we can
I
see
mean,
what
he wants the last rites, surely the relics of Progenitus, the toxin analysis, even the oof. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely
maybe-
oof, because everything they play is an artifact. So if you
Yeah.
get rid of the Golem Foundry or the Altar before they manage to combo, they're all good options.
so there are 12 cards in, not cars.
Yeah, well, the only
all the
cards you
fogs?
don't bring in is the Circle of Protection Blue.
Yeah, and to qualify
Why
the
not?
guards.
Why not?
Yeah,
And
I
you-
mean,
and-
is
and
it going to be
probably-
better than the darkness?
And probably not Coalition on a guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it does save you from munitions for a little bit, and that's about all.
Protect the rats. Yes.
Yeah, but Executioner's Capsule's fine because it kills Fangren Marauder, which is your main problem
Yeah.
if you've got a curse
Yep.
up. Last
Okay.
Rites rips their hands to shreds. That's great. Relic of Progenitus, their combo involves the graveyard.
Yeah.
So if you crack it when there's a Mirror Retriever in the graveyard, that stops the combo. Troublemaker Roof gets rid of half their stuff. And Tox Analysis, we saw what that did game 1, which it manages to use make a Crypt Rats kill a Fangren Marauder with as little mana as possible.
Yeah, and he's playing 4 Moments Peace, 2 Respite, 3 Tangles, and 1 Darkness. So that's 10 cards
Seven-
that are
11.
automatically out.
11 plus a Darkness is 12. think.
Yeah.
Math wrong. No, 9.
At
Yeah,
le- at
my
least,
math is way off. So yeah, 9. So they got 10. 9 plus 1.
Okay, no,
4 plus
maybe
3
I
plus
lost something. Yeah.
4 plus 3 is 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 1 darkness. Yeah.
yeah,
So that's
10 cards. Yeah.
And even campfire doesn't really do anything either, so you could probably take that out.
Yeah. So starting for a tapped land from Valerio.
This is this just be tap land, and then it'll be like land go. Ooh, spell land.
Land go,
yeah.
tap land go. We wait for you at turn 20.
Yeah. There'll be some spicy stuff. It'll just be all set up, so it's just playing artifacts.
Okay, quite good. Quite good. This
Turn
rally.
2 relics pretty decent.
Yeah.
So we didn't actually check what the Ultratron pilot could bring in.
Yeah.
In which
We
they
just focused
have,
on the underdog.
Yeah. So they have breath weapon, which is useless. They have 2 nature's claim, which they may have cited in if they're expecting a relic.
Yeah.
They have some Clark Clan Shamans, which I wouldn't think they'd bring in because they don't really have any creatures. 3 Nihil Spellbomb, which also doesn't really do much. 2 Negate, that's probably the card I'd be bringing in.
Yes.
And there's a 3rd Fangren Marauder.
Yeah.
And also a Weather the Storm, which...
Yeah,
we didn't actually see any Weather the Storms.
Yeah.
We didn't actually see any Weather Storms in game 1, but like it is an option to be able to
to fight through
make some amount of golems, after a little bit of a combo.
Yeah.
But again, I think that Baptiste doesn't need to think about the side, no, the sideboard plan, because here is quite good and is set up by the main. So I don't know. Apart the negate, I don't think that.
This
brings a lot.
Like
negate,
maybe Nature's Claim
that's
if you expect the relics.
Yeah.
That's about the only other thing.
Yeah,
And now
that's
they've got
it.
double relic, which is going to be very hard to combo through if you didn't bring in both Nature's Claims.
Let's hope he bring in the Nature's Claim.
Well, even if it doesn't, like this deck could just like spew it because he's probably taken all the turbo fogs, right? I mean, all the fogs. So you can just go for the altar plan of not the altar plan, the other one, the Golem Foundry. Just play an early Golem Foundry, play as many artifacts as you can, just try and beat down with Golems and Fangren Marauder.
Yes.
And you're playing Tron, you may just get a Fangren Marauder into play on turn 4.
Sure, that's 5 damage a turn. You will still have to play around the creep rats plus toxin analysis.
Yeah.
But yes, right now we should be looking for the Golem Foundry, and he has one in hand.
So do you think that now the plan here for Baptiste can be the aggro one?
It's open,
I'd say so, because as soon as a curse hits, it's very hard to. It's very hard to gonna combo. Well, it's hard to combo through as it is with those 2 relics in play. So you've sort of got to give up a little bit on your combo plan currently. So you've got to try to figure out what your other option of winning is. And the best other way of winning in this deck is just making a pile of golems. Yeah. And the best way to do that is to do it early before those curses come down.
Okay.
Now he's having a little bit of trouble finding his lands.
Yeah.
He already lost one.
Searching for, no?
Yeah. I don't think Ultratron runs too many lands. Like it runs all the Tron lands plus some Surveil lands plus 1 or 2 basics. I think they run like 20.
Yes.
If that. Just because they got so many ways of drawing cards that they don't feel they need it. Yeah. Or they don't want to flood out. They want to sort of chain into other card draw spells rather than lands.
Yeah, yes.
Once they get to that point.
3 pylons, 2 forests, and just the 12 Tron lands.
Yeah.
So that's 19, 5 plus 12, 17?
17
yeah. That's very low. So you do expect sometimes to not hit your land drops early. That's why they're running like ancient stirrings. That finds a land, and then you got candy trails. So you can keep 1 landers to be able to try to find those other lands, but sometimes you just don't hit them, and then you're struggling from there on.
Yeah.
And like currently, it has hit the Prism to be able to Deadly Dispute if they needs to.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like they're just going to
Okay, another
Wellspring.
eco, and
Oh.
okay, Tron.
Ooh,
No?
is Tron active?
Tron?
I think
Yes.
so.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
No, I
No, 'cause
don't
that was only
see
2 mana
the.
for that.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was tower, and that's power plants. So they're missing the mine, I believe. So
The
they must have
mine.
2 power plants.
Okay.
Or is it 2
okay.
towers? That's 2 towers and a mine and a power plant. Yeah, they don't have a mine. There's so many different arts.
Yeah, and that's quite a strategical choice, right?
Yeah. Whenever I play these, I always do the same arts, but for all the different ones and all the weird borders. So it's like I have one with a white border, one with the
Yeah.
like borderless, just so it's
Yeah.
easy to find them when you're trying to search for them with either crop rotation or pact. What is this?
Okay,
Oh, last
we
rights.
see
How many
last
cards are we
rights.
discarding?
Ooh, he has a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god, it's going to destroy his hand.
Yep.
Okay, the full combo
So
is gone.
full 7. So only gets to keep 2, which it's just 2 chromatic stars.
Oh my god. And does he
Have
crack the
fun with your
Lambas?
stars.
Yeah. All right. So if you don't know what Last Rites is, because someone in chat didn't know what that card was, Last Rites is a 3 mana sorcery. As an additional cost to cast it, you have to discard cards from your own hand, and however many cards you discard, you get to discard that many from your opponents. Non-land ones, by the way. You can't get rid of lands. So you technically go down a card by doing it, but you get a lot of choice. You get to pretty much rip their so they can be
Super
literally
useful
left with
against,
nothing
against
while you still have
combo
stuff.
decks.
Yeah,
Against combo decks is super useful.
yeah. Usually, no one ever ran it for quite a long time until a couple of people decided to pick it up for the black-green Glee deck.
Yes.
Because once you've got your combo in your hand with Glee, you don't care what else is in your hand. You're happy enough to just pay 3 mana and see all their interaction spells and just get rid of all of them, so then you can gladly combo off and kill them.
Yeah.
And it's also nice that you don't have to discard your cards at casting, but during resolution.
Yeah.
So
it's only a
plays
resolution.
around,
Yeah,
counter spells.
counter spells. It'd be so terrible if it's just like into 2
discard
blue
5.
mana and you go discard
Spell
5.
pierce.
Yeah, I'll counter it. Oh,
Do you have 2 mana for spell piece? Yeah, no, okay. Let's see again. 3.
All right. Looks like we're on the treasure plan here. We just gained 3 treasures at the end of turn there.
Yes.
And the relics are doing their job. Just
But he
tap
found
2
the
relics. I didn't actually see him exile any cards from his graveyard. Oh, there they go.
Yep.
Bit of a delay.
Time.
All right, one. That's a plant token. I did not see what that was game 1, and I kept seeing it. I'm like, what is this?
Yes, those are special tokens made by
Mezzocello and
Friends, which are very
official
known,
sponsor of
sponsor of Paupergeddon and Lega Vapor Italia.
Nice. Nice. They look very cool. It's just hard to tell what it is on stream at first glance.
Super cool arts. Really, all the arts of this Paupergeddon are made by them. Actually, no.
Also the transitions for the stream. Yeah. Very talented artists.
You find their stand in the location.
Yeah.
With all the tokens and custom things that are selling.
Yeah. We're deadly disputing the plant token. So it looks like we're usually you try to keep a plant token around just in case if you draw that Basilisk Gate to be able to apply some pressure.
Yeah.
But I guess he prefers the Lembas in play, or doesn't want to shuffle their library because can't waste that time. They've got to try to win now. Got to win 2 games in 15 minutes with Turbo Fog. It's almost an impossible task, but we'll see if it happens. We're going to use the map on the plant. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess they had a fresh plant token, so they could have sacked the last one.
People are getting serious. What deck is Turbosmog? New to Pauper.
So how do we describe it?
So let's take as it is. It's a known deck. It's a no deck. Okay. It's Turbo Fog, but
without the turbo.
When there is not the fog, We can call it a Turbosmog because they don't bring fogs now.
So as a deck, it's trying to stall the game, completely ignore the board because the opponent doesn't. I mean, you play a lot of fogs, which prevent combat damage.
Yeah.
So the opponent can't actually win through combat damage. He has to fight through, as we said, like 10 fogs.
Yeah, there's 10 fogs in the deck, and you've got a pile, and you're using all the black draw spells like Deadly Dispute and Eviscerator's Insight to be able to just keep drawing them.
And
Yeah.
4 of those fogs,
just-
actually, you can flashback from the graveyard. So
Yeah,
that's
momentarily.
4 other
Yeah,
fogs.
piece.
I mean, with 14 rounds, 14 turns more, you can probably get to the win condition, which is... There's a combination of some win conditions.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so there's a variety of win conditions in this deck. So this one is, well, the main way of winning is by making a pile of treasures with Heapgate, and then either using Crypt Rats to burn them, which is what we're seeing now, possibly. So you could just sink like 20 mana into the Crypt Rats. You just have to have more life total. You have to have a higher life total than your opponent.
Yeah.
Because it does damage
Which you
to
can
everyone.
do with the
with
We can-
Lembas.
embassies.
Which
And
can happen
Weather
now,
Storm.
right?
And with toxin analysis on creep rats.
Yes, that also works.
So
and they also
how
run,
many mana we have here?
so there is a 4 and 4. So there's 8 treasures.
8
plus-
treasures and
what?
2, 4,
1, 2,
6, 8.
Well, count the-
8 lands.
Yes, but
No.
those can't tap for black alone. They need
Ah,
another
okay.
mana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the heap gates have to tap each other to be able to
Six. So
produce
it's
a black. So
6 and
1,
8,
2,
14 black mana now.
yeah. So we're just going to Reckoner's Bug and the Crypt Rats. We're not going to try and burn anyone out at this point in time.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're going to go for the Stream of Thought kill.
Yeah, probably.
In which each mana roughly equates to a card in their library. So once you get to like 20 or so mana, the amount of cards that Tron player's drawn is probably 20 left. And half of that 20 mana needs to be blue. So
Yeah, that's why he needs a lot of treasures.
yeah. Which I don't believe he wasn't tapped out and he didn't make any treasures end of turn.
It's probably because it's still his main one. He wasn't.
Is it still main phase? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're last right seeing discarding.
Okay.
Looks like they're gonna cast the Weather Storm they had in hand to gain 6.
Oh, we can see.
Yeah, they're
plant
both on
beats.
23. We're gonna get some more plant beatdown.
Okay.
It should be for what? +8/+8? Or no?
There's no. Oh, there's a
3,
Basilisk
4,
Gate now. Yeah,
5,
okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. +9/+9. That's a 3-turn clock.
It's pretty good.
It's not nothing.
It's pretty good for a 0/1.
Yeah.
All right,
Imagine if you see this small plant that is becoming, I don't know, a baobab that is attacking you of 20 for 20 damages.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bigger than an Ulamog.
Yeah. It's a Ulimog
fine.
plant.
and he's finally realized he needs some blockers, so he's putting some counters on that
Yeah.
Golem Foundry that has been
Yeah.
neglected for quite some time. Although
Yeah.
he may not have actually had that many artifacts come to play since it's been into play, but let's just see. At least they got a Molten Gatekeeper now, which is probably going to chump the plant token, which he has neglected to untap.
Yeah, because he knows what he's going to do with the plant.
Like Crypt Rats.
Okay. Crypt Rats.
But he tapped his Basilisk Gate.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he has it outside the screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another one, right?
There's a Galvanic Discharge. And she's going on to the plant token.
And
It's
So
going to
yeah,
resolve.
plant
okay.
state.
That's for 2, though, because it was a 1/2. Thanks to the
Yes.
counter from
Yep.
the map.
So there'll be an energy left over.
So no
which
cards
there
in
was-
hand for Baptiste, right?
Yes. So they had that last card was like from the last rites was the Weather the Storm, which he had to cast, and that was his entire hand free. Afterwards, he cracked a Chromatic Star to get a card in hand, plus he drew his card for a turn, which ended up being those two cards, as you can see, which is the Molten Gatekeeper and the Galvanic Discharge.
Yeah.
So he goes for
And there we
the
go.
combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
very nice. Yeah, from chat, someone was asking, is there a way for Turbosmog to win fast? And not fast, but he can win without having to deck the opponent. And
Yeah.
we saw it right there, just Basilisk Gate on his Crypt Rats. So it goes,
Yep.
it becomes like 11-11. And then activate Crypt Rats to destroy the enemy board and then attack and
Yep.
deal a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Or your
just have to-
oppo is conceding.
Yeah,
That's
that
very
happens
fast.
very-
That's very fast.
You just have to get to that point, which it
Yeah.
took. What? How many minutes did we have after game one?
Yeah, that's 50, so it's 42 minutes for these
2 games.
games.
Yeah, I can't remember. Was it like 20 something minutes? Was it 24 minutes?
Yes.
So that game.
I think,
so it would have
I
taken about
think that-
15. I'm just trying to gauge because I can't remember if it was like 15 at the end of game one. I don't think it was. It was 20 something. It was about half.
Yeah.
So he's used another like 12 to 15 minutes for game
Yeah,
two.
it doesn't look like
So
it's
it's
going
not
to-
looking good.
Yeah. We may be
I
seeing-
hope for them that they will bring at home just 1 point each other. No, I'm joking. No. Sorry, players
getting-
of Turbosmog players. Sorry. Nothing
They're gonna-
against you.
I doubt
I
that.
did, and we did joke at the start. This was like everyone was going to say it was long, and it has
Yeah.
ended up being that way.
Yeah.
But it's been more interesting than I thought it would be, to be honest.
Yeah, especially game one.
Yeah,
I didn't
think it was
believe that
mainly
it
just
would
because of those game one curses.
Yeah.
Which-
yeah.
The only problem is that it helped him keep into the game, but it
Yeah.
helped him keep into the game, so it just went longer.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
was
yeah.
a detriment in the end because he ended up not having enough answers to be able to deal with what he's got now, and which he should have probably just sort of scooped a hell of a lot earlier to be able to go to these games 2 and 3 where most of where we side out 10 fogs and actually have a functioning
Yeah.
deck against them.
Yeah.
A full hand of fogs just staring at him doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, he did. I think he had like 4 cards in hand by the end, and because
they were all
of how long
fogs.
that game went, they should have
Yeah.
all been fogs by that point.
Yeah, I think he conceded because he saw the cards in his hand, and I mean,
Yeah.
he realized that he was playing with 10 less cards in his deck.
Yeah.
That's not an easy position to recover from.
Nico from the location told us before that they are speaking in some way because Baptiste doesn't speak well
English.
and
neither
not
does
at all
Valerio.
Italian, and Valerio doesn't speak really well English. So they are trying to communicate about this huge matchup.
Yeah.
Trying to actually explain what they are doing each other. I don't know, on gestures. I don't know. I wanted to keep their player calm to understand how they are communicating.
Yeah,
They're
it's-
speaking in the language of magic.
Yeah, the language.
Yeah,
see the
it's,
word.
It's,
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's interesting how you can communicate with people. Like I went to Japan once for like a magic
Yeah.
fest whenever they were on. I just
Yeah.
did a pile of limited side events, so I had
Uh-huh.
no idea. Like it was at least I got to. I think it was Guilds of Ravnica or whatever it was, and I just
Yeah.
had to. I remembered just what was in the set because I could not read any of the cards.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
All I did was play
they-
sealed, so I
Yeah.
had to. And there was several cards where I just could not remember what it did, and I had to like just keep gesturing to things, and they kept gesturing to me what was going on.
Yeah,
But
they
you
said-
managed to find a way to communicate, no matter what language barrier there is.
They said to me that I'm going to Japan on March, and then they said to me that I will have this language barrier because they don't speak a lot English. So
No.
if you go there, you cannot
Yeah.
communicate
There's-
without
No, there's
knowing.
a decent amount of like English on signs, like being able to
Yeah.
get around. There's a lot of
Yeah,
English,
yeah.
but people don't
Yeah.
talk a lot of English.
Yeah. But again, with Magic, all can happen. Everything can happen. So you can communicate just showing cards, the pictures, and moving hands. I don't know, in some way.
I like how we started sideboarding at
Yeah.
what 7 minutes, and now we're down to 4.
Okay, that
So
will not be a draw, right?
Can
No.
play
This is
fast
not-
enough.
both these players are playing
they're trying their
very
best.
quickly.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
do not want this draw to happen, and both think that they can have a chance of winning.
I'm asking
going as
myself why
quickly
they
as they
didn't
can.
play fast before, but okay.
They both play. They've both been playing very fast. Like maybe Valerio has been playing a little bit slower, but I
Yes.
mean Baptiste has been making a lot of gain action.
But at this point of the tournament and round 3, when you have 1 point draw, it's like a lost, right? It's it's not even worth it. So you have to try to take these 3 points. Otherwise, you will finish in all these decks that
he brought in the standard bearer.
Yeah. Yes.
Coalition on a card.
Yeah.
I guess it just needed a way to win quicker, and it's a creature. It beats down.
Yeah.
But
At least
I don't believe any of the gates he chose white.
I see a 20 clock, a 20 turns clock there. So
there must have been, so he's had to recall it because he tried to play it, and then Baptiste is like, no, you haven't made any white lands yet. So he's had to Golgari rot farm back one of them to be able to make it white next turn.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny.
So we see the capsule on the Turbosmog side, just ready to
pop and
nothing
kill
actually right now, because there's no curse, so he doesn't need to play around anything. So if he had the if he has the combo, he can just combo off, and that would be enough.
Yes.
Okay.
And I can't remember if Executioner's Capsule says non-artifact. I think it may just say non-black.
I don't know. Maybe I also remember it like that.
I think
it hasn't seen a lot of play for a while.
I think it says just non-black.
Yeah. Okay, well, it just killed an artifact, so it's got to be just non-black.
Yes. Otherwise, remember chat. Call the judge. Because we call it just if you spam all the chat with your judge in caps lock.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. It's like this is going to kill the altar. Can't do anything about it. Altar's exiled.
Exile the altar.
So that makes it harder to bring back with the Jolted Awake.
Yeah.
Or with
which I believe
mirror retrievers.
Oh, that too. Wasting glorious time by shuffling.
Yeah.
Just 1 minute left.
So
Can they do it?
This is the problem with Lembas. This is why you never want to.
I'm excited more. I'm excited more than 31st of December of this timer. Excited.
Looking at that clock going down inexorably.
Prepare the champagne.
All right. So the relic's down, which surprised it hasn't been popped just to. I suppose you don't really need to. You just keep it around until mirror retriever comes, and then you just sack it in response to the mirror retriever.
Yeah.
So they does have Tron active here, so they can play this Vanguard Marauder in their hand, which it looks like they're going to do. I think they were saving it until the Executioner's Capsule was gone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he has to pass as fast as possible in order to win one more round.
And because the relic's there, he's decided to unearth the Molten Gatekeeper and swing it.
Yeah. Basic magic here.
A kiss on the
Passing from the combat. No?
Hit you with a bear. Yeah. As Garfield intended.
Yes. That's it.
And we've hit time in the round, but I'm unsure if that's time in this round, because sometimes coverage ones have a little bit more time.
Yeah, they have 1 minute more. I don't know if that was already included in the...
Okay.
We see Nyquist
Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, I feel like a dice would come into the table if we are at turns.
He confirms it's not included in the timer, so they have 1 minute more, which is
45 seconds actually. Please.
Yeah, I think
Not
Valerio
more.
is going to take it to take all the time. So that means that's 5 more turns after this.
Yes.
Yep.
The active
In which
player
I-
starts from turn 0, then we come to
Yep.
turn 5, which is quite a lot if you have a Marauder then, right?
Yeah, but you have
Yeah.
2 to 3 combat steps, so
Yeah.
that's 15 damage.
And I believe
Oh,
they just
yes,
missed a trigger
6.
because an artifact just went to the graveyard, and Fanged Marauder counts any artifact. So
Yeah,
Oh,
that Ica Wellspring would have just gained Baptiste 5 life.
yes, yes.
I mean that's not going to be a problem, I think.
No, I think I think Valerio here is closing for the 1 point because
Yeah.
it's
The fog players just has to go for the draw at this point.
yeah. So active player now is on turn 0. They're saying
Okay.
so. From now, 5 turns.
So he has
So it's now
3
turn 1.
steps, 3 combat steps. He has to get rid of the oof, and then
Yep.
attack 3 times. That's exactly 18 damage, but that oof seems like it's going to stop the Fanged Marauder.
Yeah.
And he gains life
So-
from the beckoning.
Yep.
Okay.
And Baptiste
So
gains
no.
5 as well.
You should be
Life
at
for
38,
everybody.
right?
Mamma mia.
Yeah.
After a hour, 42 points. Mamma mia.
Oh, we can crack Olympus and everyone gains some more.
Oh yes.
Oh, there's the capsule.
Yeah.
I'll get
it's
rid of
not
Fanged
going to end
Marauder.
this game. Or I mean, it's going to end in a draw. That's how it looks like.
Yep. Yep.
So he gets
Yep.
rid of
Sack the
one mirror.
Yep. Yep. That's another 5 life from the Olympus stuffing.
No, it's exiled, so this time it doesn't.
Oh, it
The- the-
doesn't.
the-
It doesn't die.
The Lembus hits the
Yes,
graveyard and
it's
shuffles
the one
it.
he destroyed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the mirror
But
treatment
again,
doesn't trigger.
miss trigger, right? Again.
And then we're going to
We
execution's
don't need
capsule.
it.
Oh no, we're just going to sack the plant.
oh, now a plant.
I was expecting an executioner's capsule on the Fanged Marauder to gain another 5 life.
Guys, I think that they are mistriggering this because they all know that
Yeah.
this one will finish with a big draw and a beer together.
Yep.
To remember all times.
Yep. And they'll be,
That
yeah,
all
they'll be,
times
they'll be
where
sitting,
the
they'll
round
be sitting
one-
next to each other in the draw sections of the tables.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we started
There we
playing
go.
2 years ago? Do you remember? Okay. 1-1, guys.
Yep.
I mean, it was a
A
spicy
draw,
matchup.
an unexpected draw
Yeah.
from Turbofog.
Who
An
could have guessed?
unexpected draw. Why
Uh,
Turbofog is not this much used in this type of tournaments? Now you know why. You will finish after 6 rounds at 6 points. So no, don't bring it. No, I'm joking again. It's my red player that is talking, not me.
Yeah, but it's true. I mean, the metagame online or in paper are very different due to how time works. Because if you're fast playing your deck, even if you play Turbofog, you can still win easily and make the opponent go to time.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
on paper we just share the same clock, so
having
it often gets
25
to a
minutes
draw.
each online is very, very good for Turbofog.
Yeah,
You just
the
make
chess clock
game actions
actually
quickly.
helps a lot.
Yeah, and if you're in a real life tournament setting, you really need to like focus on your opponent. You actually have to call people for slow play if they're
Yeah.
trying to drag things on, because otherwise, nearly every game you're going to end up with a draw.
Yeah, and
It
as we said,
feels
when
like that
you
way.
crack a Lambast, you have to shuffle again, and that's another 45 seconds that are gone
Yeah.
for every Lambast, and you play those a lot.
From the chat, they're saying next turn Turbosmog versus Turbosmog
Yeah.
coverage at Lega Pauper Italia. So on this sentence, I will say that I'm going to the location to play my side event with quite fastest.
Yeah, maybe
deck.
the fastest deck in the format
Yeah,
right now.
and
Yep.
so it's been an honor, an honor for me to be here, but an honor to see this this matchup.
Okay.
But no, again, thank you, and we will.
We'll see you later when
Yeah,
you
when
When you
I
win
will
your-
drop,
your-
when I
yeah.
will drop.
Yeah.
So
See
I
you
think-
later on in the tournament.
Yeah,
For more
yeah.
commentary.
I think in
I'll
one. Go to sleep.
I'll probably be way asleep by the time you come back.
Yeah, but at least tomorrow we will talk again. And
Yes.
again, thank you so much. I will leave you here. I know that Kali will come.
yes for next
For
Already
next
for
turn,
next round?
or
Yeah.
next round, or
Maybe
the
one
fifth
round
one.
later, yeah.
Okay, so we are almost done. Curb, you can go to sleep.
It's almost midnight. I can still at least do another one more.
Okay.
I mean, is there supposed to be a pause for
Yes, I think
for
we
lunch?
we
I
can.
guess the
No,
player-
no, no,
no,
no,
no
no
lunch.
pause in.
Okay, they won't eat anything.
No.
Just a marathon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can
don't
eat
wanna be
their
a-
lambas if they want.
Yeah.
If only you could.
Anything else.
Players because they got no time to do anything else.
Yeah, anything else. Especially if you are a Turbosmog player, you don't have to eat.
You know what you signed up for.
Yes.
So we can have a small pause also,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sure.
I stream back soon,
yep.
and we will. You will
I
come
will
back.
come back, yes,
You
later.
will come
Yep.
back together,
And I'll still be here for at least another round. And
yes.
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
see you all the next round.
Okay. See you soon. Thank you.